Good evening, everyone. Or ahoy, ahoy. It is 7:02. Time for your weekly episode of SCV Chat. Before we get started, as usual, the views and opinions expressed on this program are not necessarily those of the SCV, its GEC, any division, brigade, camp, or other subsidiary. Welcome back. Hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I know I did. I'm truly thankful to live in a house with four walls, a roof, floors, all the doors.
Every one of them.
Oh, yeah.
Front and back.
Front, back, interior. I mean, all the doors. Anyway, we're kind of back on our regular schedule of our themed Mondays, for lack of a better term, and this being our Hearth and Home episode. We're going to talk about all the great things happening at the international headquarters of the Sons of Confederate Veterans at Elm Springs. We've got, of course, the Candyman down on the bottom, and we got the executive director, my better-looking older twin brother Adam, with his cigar and what I'm assuming is Gobbler Springs. No, gentlemen?
Yep.
That is a nice-looking vest. I swear I was wearing one just like it today. I'm glad I took it off because I don't think they can handle both of us.
They would just be confused. Totally.
Yeah, exactly. Same vest, both wearing flannels. I mean, goodness gracious. Well, Matt, I thought you had some interesting news from headquarters this week.
Oh yeah, I took over the sales management position. Yeah.
Everybody should have read my telegraph that went out about that today. So
went out.
Happy about that. I think Matt's going to do a great job.
Congrats, Matt.
Oh, God, what was that?
A moose sighting.
Yeah.
It's rut season.
That's good, Adam. Really hope that gets put into our end of the year clip of funny moments. I see ATM. Running for ATM Councilman Charles Array's on. I see Todd, who cannot answer a phone call. Owens is on. Of course, we've got the legends. We've got one of the Kennedy twins in the chat. Good to see all of our chat heads. Glad to see everybody coming in. We're going to let everybody come in a little bit more. What y'all do over Thanksgiving? Adam, I know what you did, but Matt, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. We went down to my mother-in-law's, and we spent the day with her, and then I smoked a turkey, and she cooked a big old ham, and we had all the sides and fixings. It was nice to be around family. First one without my father-in-law, so that was rough for us. But the next day we went and got a live Christmas tree, the first one my mother-in-law's had in the house in a long, long time. So we went and picked up a live tree and decorated it on the day after Thanksgiving. It was neat to have a new family tradition.
Well, that's fantastic, Adam. If you're friends with Adam on Facebook, you know the new things that have gone on in his life. But how are everything's with the new changes?
Oh, well, things are coming together. It's we moved from a 1930s house to an 1860s house, and just trying to make this new old home feel like home. And I'm still living out of a box right now, so we're having a closet and a bathroom built onto our master right now, so not a lot of closet space going on, and sometimes floors are optional in the construction zone, so we may or may not have a floor in there right now, but we do have doors. We're lucky to have doors.
Miss Kayla hadn't sold y'all's doors yet?
She hasn't. No, not yet.
No.
How much does a good door go for?
I would be willing.
Say.
I'd be willing to part with some of these for $50 a piece. If any.
Well, the trick is, Adam. The trick is to think your door's been stolen for about 4 to 5. No, almost 8 years, and then be told over the phone that, hey, no, I sold that. That's how that goes. I thought my door was stolen for years.
Well, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
That's and
That's
see, you
lovely.
learn all sorts of stuff here on SCV chat.
You serious, Clark?
Jake, it is my last year. I would comment, but I can post, I can share stuff with my SCV Facebook page, but for some reason they won't let me comment on our live streams anymore. It'll do that for 3 of our shows, and then I'll be able to comment for one of them, and then I'm banned again, and I'm not even saying anything. So gotta love Facebook.
Oh, we got banned. We got banned from our own chat.
Oh no, my SCV Facebook page has been banned from our chat.
Oh, awesome!
Like somebody did that on purpose.
Did you ban my SCV page?
You know, I don't know how to do that, Moose.
It's just during rut season.
It's rut season, man. I'm all confused. It's finals week, or as Ole Miss students will call it, 2 weeks of Hell Week. So you know, these next 2 weeks of chat, y'all will see me, and you will see me look like I've been ran over by a truck. That is not on purpose. That is just my lovely university. So yeah, these next 2 episodes of Look Around the Confederation should be very interesting, to say the least.
Well, I am in the middle of, at work, we're having a concert because I do not disclose where I work. I will say this, it is a patriotic concert. And if I hear the Battle Hymn of the Republic one more time, I'm going to go crazy. It's to the point where I offered, because I have a DEC meeting coming up this weekend, to cash out one of our CDs, give them the money from the CD, and us sponsor that event. And here's the caveat: Battle Hymn has to go. I had to sit in my office today for 30 minutes and listen to "I'm a Good Old Rebel" 18 times on repeat.
Battle Hymn of the Republic is Connor's favorite song, fun fact.
Yeah. Go ahead and play that video I had you edit.
Yeah, I edited this for 20 minutes, and Connor was like, "Nah, we don't need this on the show tonight." So,
And now I'm saying that we do.
Yeah.
Oh, look at see how that works.
All right, give me a minute.
Don't you just hate that song?
Fun fact, that is actual live footage from Connor at work.
Is that cousin Vinny?
Really not. It's really not. But if I could get a top hat and had a paper mache skills, would definitely happen.
Yeah, Joe Wheeler is cousin Vinny. His main account is in Facebook jail.
Oh, I know. Don't worry, I feel your pain. I've been there probably more than anybody on this show. So
Matt is one of those people that in Facebook jail they gave him his own personalized cell because he visits so often.
He's like Otis from.
He just checks himself in.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna go ahead and ban myself for this one.
You know, Otis was the only one that was actively married on the show.
Well,
that's why he was an alcoholic.
Yeah. You think about it, Barney was single. I mean, yeah, he was dating Thelma Lou, but Andy went through a slew of girlfriends. Floyd mentions his wife once, but not that often. Otis is the only one that continuously mentions having a wife. There you go. There's some trivia for you.
That's our trivia of the week.
Mm-hmm.
What are we talking about?
Yeah, it's a great question, Adam. What are we talking about?
Well, I was told this was our Hearth and Home episode. Just 1 week late, but since this is Hearth and Home, I figured we are glad to be part of the Murray County community at Elm Springs and the National Confederate Museum, and we have a big community event coming up this weekend called the Murray Christmas Historic Home Tour. And Columbia, Murray County is considered the antebellum homes capital of Tennessee. More historic homes than any other place except for Natchez, Mississippi, I'm told. And this one weekend out of the year, we open up our historic homes, or a good selection of them, and we invite the community in as a fundraiser for several historic sites in Columbia. And Elm Springs is glad to participate in this tour, as is the National Confederate Museum. And Miss Kayla has already been busy decorating the house, so I think we've got a few pictures that we can sneak peek and show you some of the stuff Miss Kayla's been up to. She's been decorating, I know, the dining room, and we had, there she is in the dining room. And if you haven't been to Elm Springs in the past year, this room's completely different than it has been. It has new wallpaper, new window treatments, and we've gone back to the original trim color in this room. So this is probably my second favorite room in the house right now, the first being the study. But Miss Kayla's also been outside decorating. There she is, making the urns look festive for the Christmas season. But we've all talked about the history of Elm Springs before, so you don't need a reminder on that. But the next slide, I think, is two of the sites that are on the tour this year. In addition to Elm Springs, you see the Athenaeum at top, which I'm president of the board of the Athenaeum as well. That was built in 1835 and was the rectory for an all-girls school that operated in Columbia, known as the Athenaeum School for Girls. And the headmaster of this school is kind of a brilliant guy. He was born in Vermont. His name is Frank H. Smith. And he was an Episcopal priest, also an educator. In 1861, despite the fact that he was a Yankee by birth, he supports the Confederate Army. Supports it so much that he funds a whole company of infantry called the Duck River Rifles, buys their uniforms, pays for their muskets, and he starts writing articles in all these southern newspapers saying the only way we're going to break the blockade is if we build a submersible. And he said, I've got the plans for it. If you want them, call me or write to me. I'll send them to you. So this is 1861. 1862, Hunley starts building his submarine, and it's basically the same submersible that Frank H. Smith has designed. And Clive Cussler has even said that in some of the writings I've seen, that he considers Reverend Smith from Columbia's Athenaeum to be the father of the Confederate submarine, which is kind of blows my mind because this guy's from landlocked Columbia, Tennessee. How did he come up with this? Just a real smart guy. Huh?
Oh, sorry.
Got back for you. But yeah, this is a really neat site. It's recently been restored inside and out. All new wallpaper in the formal rooms. Outside's been repainted. Furniture's been reappointed. So if you haven't been to the Athenaeum or have never been there before, you should go visit that. The Athenaeum was headquarters for two Yankee generals during the war. General Negley came in 1862, threatened to burn the house down, and threatened to throw Reverend Smith into jail. So he had to refugee south and ended up in Mobile, where he spent the rest of the war. Then in 1864, Battle of Hood's Tennessee campaign, General Schofield uses the Athenaeum as a headquarters. And the Smith family considered Negley to be the ass that he was. But they thought Schofield was a gentleman, even though he said, military necessity, I might have to burn your house down. The family gathered all their belongings and had them on the front porch, just waiting at any minute for the Union Army to set their house on fire. So imagine they didn't sleep very much that night in November. But fortunately, that didn't happen, and the Athenaeum survives. But also on that same slide is the President James K. Polk home, which is the only surviving residence other than the White House that President James K. Polk called home. And it has a lot of his presidential furnishings, things that he had in the White House, including his presidential china and several gifts that he was given during his term of office. they're in this house, and it's an 1816 home that his father built. And James K. Polk actually lived there from the time he graduated college until he got married. So didn't spend a whole lot of time in this house, but as I said, it's the only other house except the White House that President Polk called home. So with your tour ticket, you get to visit Elm Springs and those two sites. And then the next site is one I'm really excited about. Let's see if the Moose can get a picture of it up here. Rally Hill. We talk a lot about Rally Hill, or at least talk about Frank Armstrong at Elm Springs, because General Armstrong was the savior of Elm Springs. He's the one who saved it from the Yankees setting the house on fire. But Rally Hill was the home that General Armstrong was married in. He married the great niece of President James K. Polk. And this is where her grandparents lived, the Walkers. And it's originally a federal-style brick home that's been added to over the years. And I'm really looking forward to this house. I'm going to have to sneak away during the tour, leave Elm Springs to go visit Rally Hill during the day, because I haven't been inside in a long time. And the current owners have taken this home back to its original floor plan as it would have been. So I think that's worth your $25 ticket just to see Rally Hill. And as I said, this is where he was married during the war. They had a full military wedding there. The Confederate officers there in their dress uniforms, walking out through the sabers, and military bands playing. It was quite a sight to see when he was married there. So that's what we have coming up this weekend. And, of course, Santa Claus is coming to Elm Springs on Saturday. He'll be there from 10 until 2. And as I said earlier, Santa is an SCV member, and SCV Santa will be in front of Elm Springs in our historic sleigh. And you can come get your picture made with him for free. So we have a photographer on site, or you can take your own pictures. Just do whatever you like. And we just want you to come out and enjoy Elm Springs, bring your kids, and have a good Christmas.
If I show up, will you pull me around some?
Sure. We'll hook you up to the go-kart. I mean, the golf cart, excuse me.
How do you think if we get it over there?
Oh, mercy, mercy, mercy. Well, I appreciate the update. Of course, everybody. A couple weeks ago, we had Lieutenant Commander in Chief Jason Bashir's on talking about some of the other stuff going on at headquarters, the brick cells and the paver cells, as well as how to join the Friends of the museum and Friends of Elm Springs. These are things that are very important to continue the beautification and operation of our headquarters. So Christmas is coming up.
Yeah, it is.
Nice stuff.
So while you're there at the visiting for the home tour, be sure to shop our gift shop. Leave us some donations in the pot, because that's how everything gets done at Elm Springs. We have to continually raise funds for the renovation of this home. And we've been very successful in doing that so far through some of our events that we have, like our dessert parties, our paranormal investigations, and just different things that we have throughout the year. But these home tours are another way to generate revenue. And my end goal is to make Elm Springs eventually self-sustaining, where tours are what sustains that house. And that way we're not depending on the membership to take care of it. We've got enough to take care of already. So we'd like the house to be self-sustaining through our events, and would love to have weddings up there. It used to be something that we did a lot in the past, but I guess plantation weddings are kind of out of fashion right now. Everybody wants to get married in a barn these days, it seems like, but hopefully that'll come back around. People want to get married at the historic site. I know Matt was married at Elm Springs, and I've seen pictures of it. It was a beautiful ceremony. And love for you to have your special event at Elm Springs. And if you'd like to rent it, you can call me and we'll set it up.
It is a beautiful place. I mean, the Cheers Camp has their Lee Jackson banquet there every year.
Yeah, we've got a nice little banquet room on the back of the house that used to be the conference room with the large table back there, and now you can seat probably 60, 75 people back there if you need to have a nice sit dinner. We've had several groups rent that from us recently. The DAR, the UDC, quite a bit there. So it's a lot you can do at Elm Springs to support it, including like J-Bo mentioned in the previous episodes, the bricks and pavers that we're doing on the property. And join the Friends of Elm Springs, and then there's also Friends of the Museum. Those are great ways to help and stay involved.
Well, lovely. Do y'all realize what we were doing 365 days ago right now?
You guys were here, weren't you?
Yeah,
That's
we were eating at Puckett's.
That's
we were eating
right.
at Puckett's, and Adam was nowhere to be found, and it was cold and rainy, and Adam made the comment that we brought the weather with us.
Oh, that's right. That was a snow weekend, wasn't it?
Oh,
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
has it really been a year?
Our Facebook page, we will have done our first video here on Facebook tomorrow. Will be a 1-year anniversary because we were up there for the Battle of Franklin.
That's right.
I remember that.
That's right. And yeah, tomorrow is actually the march, I believe. Let me just check this Facebook page real quick and make sure I'm right.
They had a march yesterday.
Did they march yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I missed it. Daggum.
Yeah, it snuck up on me too. I'd like to have been there, but it looks like they had a good showing. I saw where Tennessee Commander Joey Nolan was there. Looks like they had a pretty good number in attendance. But
Well, that's good. I hate that I missed it. I can't believe I let it sneak up on me. It's something I really enjoyed doing since I've moved up here. It's a lot of fun.
Kayla and I did that on the 150th of the battle. That was probably one of the largest ones they had. And that gave you chills walking down that hill and thinking that's what happened 150 years ago.
Yeah, it definitely opens your eyes to why people hate General Hood.
And just how long of a march that is.
Yeah, it's
2 miles.
Yeah, 2 miles across open field into Cannon. Yeah. All right.
When we came up for the national pilgrimage in May, my sister had never realized just why I do not like John Bell Hood until we drove up to Winstead Hill.
Yeah.
And we started, of course, at the McGavick Cemetery, where we got a cousin buried. And then from there we went to Winstead Hill, and she saw the plaque and everything of the troop movements. And I said, "All right, we're gonna go that way, and I'll tell you when we need to stop next." And we kept going and going and going, and we pulled off right there beside the Claiborne spot. And I said, "Well, this is dead center of the lines. This is where they hit. This is how far they marched, and it didn't have they had 2 guns supporting them."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I played there's a video on YouTube where Cartwright is talking about just the carnage that happened just right around the Carter house, and then she said, "John Bell Hood sucks." Now you get it.
Now you get it. Yeah, it's November's always a neat month here in Tennessee because of all the stuff that happened, especially around here, Columbia, and there's a lot of history that took place right here 100 and something years ago. There's a lot. It's pretty neat, especially at Elm Springs. I mean, you're walking right there where something happened. I mean, Frank kicking in the back door and killing 2 Yankees. I would have paid money to see that.
Because the back door was not stolen.
No, they actually had the doors.
They
both front and back.
They sold them during Reconstruction, though.
What's the matter, Moose?
No comment. Oh, I'm going to have to comb this episode for these moments, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are flag sales going? Sponsor flag sales going?
Yeah, they're going pretty good. I think we are through September of next year. So I'd like to finish 2022 up. So get your flag money in, $200 sponsorship. The flag flies over the National Confederate Museum for 1 month. At the end of the month, we mail you the flag along with a certificate. So
we'll be taking one down on Wednesday.
Yes, we will. It's hard to believe.
It's amazing how fast the months have gone by, man. Wow.
Yeah. I still wake up thinking, okay, we've already reburied General Forrest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that seems like forever ago, man.
No, I remember that one, and we finished that. That project's over.
Yeah, that's done.
Well,
that's done.
It's still surreal though.
Yeah.
So when in the timeline of events was yesterday the anniversary of the almost burning of the closet?
It would have probably been.
It was the 28th, and the 29th and 30th they were marching. So,
yeah.
The 30th is the anniversary of the Battle of. Is this the
Franklin?
The Franklin? Yeah. So the 29th they were at Spring Hill.
Yeah.
And 28th would have been the anniversary of the burning.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Next year, just a thought, maybe a barbecue competition on the 28th.
The day after, it's always after Thanksgiving.
I know it.
Thanksgiving.
It's still, I'd travel for it.
We could burn some Yankees in effigy out there, I guess.
I still think that we need to have a national reunion in Lawrence, Kansas, with a bonfire.
Uh-huh. That'd kind of be like the Sons of Union Veterans having their annual event in Atlanta and having a bonfire.
Okay.
All right. This conversation went very dark, and I'd like to get back to the light.
Real quick, I just want to put that up real quick. Views and opinions expressed on this broadcast are not necessarily the views and opinions of the SCV, its GEC, or any division.
Yeah, they know. They know.
Yeah, Chuck Mack. Yeah, but they didn't have a bonfire in the middle of Atlanta. Connor wants to have a bonfire.
I'm just saying, what do rednecks enjoy doing? We like having a bonfire. And
I do like burning things. I
do like having bonfires is the bad part. I'm sitting over here, but at the same time, I'm just like dead gum, Connor.
Although I'm going to be completely honest, I got all of my burning out when I was in Iraq and we were around those burn pits because now I can't breathe and I have some kind of disease. So
we could have hot dogs and s'mores.
I like s'mores.
I like s'mores.
Adam likes
the problem
s'mores.
with that is somebody's going to say, "Hey, y'all, watch this," and it's going to end badly.
Yeah.
Fine.
Because we know that when there comes to bonfire, there's people that don't drink, there's people that drink, and then there's people that overdrink.
Fine.
Wait, time out. Matt, that could be said about the SCV National Reunion, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but we don't have fire.
Yeah, but Carl Jones would be sitting around telling us about Christmas yaks and Yuletide cyclopses or
Fine. We'll just do the cruise.
I'm all for the cruise. I may not make it back, but yeah.
Yeah. How much?
That's something that everyone needs to see is Adam Southern in a pair of Bermuda shorts.
Yeah.
Confederate Bermuda shorts.
I'm still having nightmares from somebody who did that last year.
Don't talk about Larry that way.
Sorry, Commander.
I will say this, Mr. Marketing. We have the Confederate tartan.
We do have the Confederate tartan.
Just in time for spring. Perfect Father's Day gift. Confederate tartan Bermuda Day shorts.
That is a
No,
horrible
no.
idea.
Connor,
That's
I will
not
pay
happening.
you to wear that going out of office.
I'll tell you what. Maybe a kilt.
No, Connor, what you got to
No,
do, you got to
no.
cover yourself up. Go up there. It has been an honor to serve as your division commander for the past 4 years. And then flip it off and be like, I would like to welcome.
Show up to the swearing in a Hawaiian shirt, white breeches, and flip flops.
All right, time out.
Oh man.
Inside joke, and I can tell this one. Connor showed up to his own reunion. And he hadn't even been.
Pause. Before you tell this story, preference that it's the commander's reception on Friday night and it's a casual event. You may continue.
Okay. Connor's the only one there in casual, though. Just for the record, if you want to put that on the record, everybody else is wearing a suit.
No, they are not.
Yes,
we had members at our own business session that were not wearing suits. I don't want to hear that. That not everybody was wearing a suit. Thank you very much.
I was wearing a suit.
Yeah, well, you're the executive director.
I think
Dad and
Bruce was
Adam
wearing a
were wearing a suit. And Connor comes in looking like he's straight from Hawaii 5-0, and he's wearing a Hawaiian shirt, flip-flops, and a pair of shorts.
No, I was wearing white linen breeches. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that is true. He was wearing the white linen breeches.
I remember because me and Adam sat right next to each other, so I just sent Adam memes from Hawaii 5-0 and Magnum PI, and I just Googled big people in Hawaii 5-0, and I just sending them to Adam.
Hey, dude. I mean, if you're gonna drink, dress to drink.
Oh darn! Something happened to Moose.
Oh, it's a darn shame, guys.
Oh God! Don't start this again.
We're gonna start this, yeah. I'll put him back on. All right. In his defense, it was a casual event, but against his credit, no, he has not. He did not drink either. So he did this very sober-minded.
And I was comfortable.
He was. Yeah. He was the most
He looked
comfortable guy
comfortable.
there.
Listen, I had just finished a DEC meeting, my potential last DEC meeting going out of office, after a year of COVID and everything else. So, yeah, I wanted to enjoy my evening.
Yeah. Connor said, either you vote me back in as the Hawaii 5-0 mascot or you let me retire in peace.
Hey, but the next day, both for the business session and the banquet, I was wearing my suit. But I agree with Chuck Mack, and I'm going to figure out how to write a constitutional amendment to where Saturday is Hawaiian Shirt Day at National Reunion.
Okay, I'm down.
Dad is not going to like that. Dad likes wearing it.
Yeah, well, force to get a Hawaiian shirt.
You mentioned Corona, and I want to put this out there real quick. This is real serious.
Okay.
Who comes up with the names for this new strain?
I actually know the answer. So Delta means change.
Oh, okay.
So it was the COVID-19 change virus.
Oh, okay.
And instead of coming up with something else, they decided to go in the Greek alphabet. Continue on.
What's the new?
I thought they were watching Revenge of the Nerds.
I thought they were watching Futurama. Because
Delta Omicron
is from Planet Omicron Persei 8. So
Time out, real quick. What's the name of the new variant?
Omicron.
Oh, wait, what?
Omicron.
Sounds like a Decepticon.
Yes, kind of, because it transforms into BS.
All right, time out. I have a perfect clip. I don't know if I can play it. Just give me.
Yeah.
I'm about to.
You got a clip? Wow, man, this show is getting on point.
We're advancing with the technology, not really advancing with the show, content.
I think Adam what's all that banging? You think he's putting in new floors?
It could be, or it could be Michaela back there. Vinny, we do not need a reality show. This is as close as you get.
Yeah. I don't want you to see what my real life was like.
I found it. 1 second. Let me get it ready.
This is taking way too long, and now there's just dead air. You know what they say about dead air? Dead air is bad air. The aliens are taking over. I believe that. They might be. The Biloxi
All right,
Shore.
I got it ready. Give me a second.
Adam, can I ship Moose up there and y'all make him work at headquarters?
So I was just for free.
Yeah, we can't pay you. Oh God, are you really sharing a South Park episode?
He just wants to be a flunky, yeah.
No reason to panic, but Kenny died of COVID. It's a new variant, the COVID Delta Plus Rewards Program
variant. That show's so stupid. Man, you're right, bud.
Yes.
Why does it say GCB and Little Raw? Oh, I get it now.
I broke Connor.
Watch the Housewives of New Jersey. I'm not watching anything with the real. Look, my wife watches that Real Housewives stuff, and I have to go to the other room. All right, because she gets mad at me when I'm like, "Man, I wish all those people would die in a horrible plane crash." And where'd Connor go? Look,
I broke Connor. That was the goal. I've accomplished my life goal. Okay, I'm retiring. I'm done now.
This show has gone completely off the rails.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
got
There is a place nestled in the rolling farmland of southern Middle Tennessee. And inside are the stories of heroes and heroines, stories of battles won and lost, stories of sacrifices made by the people of its native soil. A place that will tell the true and complete story of the Southland and the war fought for its freedom. From the causes that led to the conflict to the modern-day struggles to protect Southern history. Historic Elm Springs and the Confederate Museum at Elm Springs. A place where the story of the Southland and its historic struggle is preserved and told. Come and discover your history.
I created something beautiful, something fantastic, and that ruined it.
Are they getting married?
No, I'm not.
Connor's just telling me I destroyed SCV chat. Nothing new. Fair enough. I feel like I destroyed the show, about a season ago. The fact that we keep going, I'm kind of shocked at this point.
At least we got you here, Conway $20 tonight.
We did. Daddy Moose.
Yeah. The voice of the South.
So, Adam, quick question. Are y'all planning on doing a winter garden at headquarters?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Are y'all planning on doing a winter garden up there at headquarters? I know y'all had the summer garden, but are y'all planning to have a winter crops?
Well, we're planning on doing maybe some cabbage, some different lettuces, a little bit of cold weather crops after Christmas when things settle down a bit.
Oh, so your cabbages will not be ready for the cabbage and black eyed pea cooking?
We do have some actual black-eyed peas that were grown at Elm Springs that we'll serve during our black-eyed pea dinner, but the cabbage won't be sourced locally. No.
Well, make sure everybody at headquarters eats plenty of cabbage because that means money.
We need more money. Yes.
Roughage.
I didn't get a rump out of that guy.
A rump.
Oh, mercy. All right, guys. Well, I guess we're going to call it a short episode tonight. Moose keeps jumping off, even though I'm trying to bring him back on. No, we're not. That is a ball-faced lie. Moose now has to work really hard to earn his keep.
Moose.
Bless
But if you're still watching, Chuck Mac, need to talk to you about potentially coming on for our Christmas episode, which is going to be a great episode. It's probably going to be a longer episode. That's why we're going to kind of cut this short. That'll be in 2 weeks' time. We're going to have Thomas Franklin on as well. And hopefully Moose will have his video clips together for the bloopers and everything like that.
What day is our final episode for the season going to be on? The 13th?
Did you say day or date?
The date.
Date for SCV Chat, final episode of season 2, if I can get my calendar to pull up, will be the 13th.
Okay. Yeah. The gag reel should be ready by then. If I haven't lost my mind completely from finals, as you can see, the deterioration has already started. David, there will be an episode next week. I think
we're going to be talking about the Battle Hymn of the Republic and how the song is an awful song, how it's a song written by a racist woman, and it's about killing Southerners.
We'll take that down. Hey, what's on tap for Thursday?
Well, next week we have a great episode planned for you. This week, I'm still working on getting a guest. I got a bit of a hiccup. My phone hasn't been working that well, so I haven't been able to contact the person and the topic that we're wanting for this episode. But we do have someone in line for this week's episode. We should have somebody.
Okay. Let me make a suggestion real quick. I'm going to need you to go ahead and sell the back door and buy a new phone.
I got a door I can lend you.
Hey, you get the floor, he gets the door, right?
Yeah. I'll give Adam my floor. I know he's in need of one right now, so I'll give Adam my floor.
I got workers doing that for me right now, so no, I'm good.
That's right. Yeah.
Question: have you seen this? Hold up real quick.
Look, you're an adult when you can hire people to mow your lawn.
What video are they talking about?
No, we did have a videographer putting together something for us, and we were hoping to have that by Christmas, but I think there's a lot of content to try to put together, and I haven't heard anything else about it, so it may be after Christmas before that video is available. But it's the same videographer that put together these great commercials that we show during our breaks here. So it'll be a first-class video when it's finished, but I can't tell you when. That might be a J-Bo question.
Yeah, the video will be first class, but SCV Chat will not.
True.
We're a better class of losers.
Yeah. Hey, another reason to tune in on the 13th will be the debut of the Moose costume.
Oh no!
It's the season.
How did you forget?
It is. I think we need to rewatch that and see if he just said it was just the Christmas episode or if it was all December episodes.
It's supposed to be all December episodes.
Uh-oh.
Considering there's only 2.
Y'all are full.
Well, does that include look around the Confederation as
It
well?
does. It includes look around the Confederation.
And the first, guess what day that Thursday is, Moose? It's the 2nd.
I'm not wearing a moose costume for the whole.
Yeah, you are.
That's
Well,
like 3 to 4 episodes. No.
so is it
Don't
time
worry
for
about
us
it.
to make a trip to Mississippi this week and permanently affix that thing to him?
Yes.
Hey,
I'll bring the staple gun.
I'll use that as an excuse to get out of finals. Yes.
I think you should have
Listen,
to wear.
I will
think
give
should have to
you.
wear it to
I will
your
give you
finals.
$100 if you show up to your finals in that costume.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Oh, okay.
You got to videotape it though.
All right. I'll figure up soda finals with it.
Okay. Well, I'm sure your
Legend, I'm
professors will
still
love
trying
that.
to figure it out too.
Y'all are a class act, just not sure what class.
Oh, I could say what class, but you probably get banned.
Hey,
You can't say that on the air. Can we please not say that on the air? I have worked hard to not get us banned yet from Facebook.
Good job, Moose.
I'm sure it's
Although-
hard with me.
Although we'll probably get a couple copyright strikes on this episode.
Oh no, we already have. YouTube has already sent me one.
I didn't say it, Chuck Mac.
Oh, Chuck.
Anyway, guys,
you work hard.
remember to tune in for a look around the Confederation on Thursday. What time, Matt?
7.
What time?
Confederate Standard Time.
What
And
time
if
is
you have
that?
any news you would like to be on this week's episode, we are
7.
catching up on a lot of news. The past couple episodes, we haven't been able to go with the news, so we do have a lot to go over. If you have any more news, please email us at scvyouthOutreach@gmail.com, and you'll be featured on this week's episode of Look Around the Confederation as we try to get everything caught up on.
Rut. Moose is in rut.
Rut season.
2 weeks, yes. My brain is going to be dead.
Moose,
Well-
I better see you on Thursday night in a moose outfit.
Just going to.
Tis the season. Tis the season, Moose.
He's
I
a
know
little
you can still
humbug.
hear me.
He's a little humbug. But,
Be a
guys,
humble.
in the words of the late, great Harold Philpott, no Fumar in the elevator.
No Fumar in the elevator.
See y'all next week.